going on? Your boy O Scruggs, OS Sports Podcast. Few things, quick video. Back home in Philly, driving around Philly. You know, there's been some protesting and riots and stuff going on. But it's crazy driving around because not everything, but a lot of stuff is boarded up. Even when I first got here, I saw like the military tanks and military people downtown or whatever. It really looked like Back to the Future 2 when Biff was running things. I went to go to the gas station, and I went to go to the gas station. I couldn't even figure out how to get in the gas station because they had a sign outside that said we're open, but the whole thing was boarded up. Come to find out, they even boarded up the door, so you had to basically pull a piece of wood out, the boarded up wood out, to get to the door, and then push the door in. So that's one thing. Helicopters and everything flying over. But I'm looking at the sky, how beautiful the sky. Look at that. I don't know if you can see that. Look at the moon. Look at the clouds and the moon. That's Mars right there again. I don't know if y'all can see that. But anyway, that ain't really what this video about for the most part. Well, that's one of the parts. Second part, everybody talking about how bad the NFC East is in football. And yeah, it is bad. It's been bad the last 2 years. But the main people I see talking about, this year don't count. You know what I mean? Or they shouldn't even play the rest of this year, the NFC East or whatever. Main people saying that is Cowboys fans. And of course they Cowboys fans, that ain't even from Dallas. They from Philly and Brooklyn and places like that. I know the whole division suck, but just because this is a year where your team extra suck, you're about to lead the NFL in history and get the average and giving up the most points in league history. So don't talk that mess now. The season should be canceled and all that stuff. Nah, season gonna rock out. Y'all gonna be shitty. We gonna be shitty too, the Eagles, but we still gonna be better than y'all, and we gonna beat y'all this Sunday night. So just accept this is a horrible year for y'all. Just accept you ain't won anything since 1996. Look at my head. I had a full head of hair last time the Cowboys won something. So anyway, my prediction for the Eagles game, getting deep into sports again once this world kind of get back to normal. I think the Eagles blow them out though. I got the Eagles winning like 27 to 15, 27-14. Consider that a blowout, I guess. But the real thing I want to talk about is I'm driving through my neighborhood I grew up in. I drove past a house. This chick I used to mess with when I was like, it was 15, 16, I think. But what reminded me of this one is driving through my old neighborhood, and I drove past that house. I doubt she lived there now, maybe her parents or whatever. But also listening to Nas' album, he got a song. What song is that on King's Disease? Trying to remember the title, which song that is on King's Disease. But anyway, he got a line in there where he was talking about a girl he used to date growing up. And he was like, she said, come visit. She moved out of his neighborhood. And basically in the song, she says, come visit me. That's if you miss me. He said, I do. And he said, 10 niggas outside our building. That's what I go through. Now, any dude that came up in the, you ain't got to necessarily be from the hood, and the chick ain't got to be living in the hood. But, you grew up in the city. You've been through that situation. I hate to say it's usually if you're black. You know what I'm saying? I should say just if you're black. Usually if you're black, even if you're white, but it's more like, I guess more if you white, more lower class. I don't necessarily know about the upper class white stuff. So I'll say lower class, middle class white in black neighborhoods, whatever. Right, middle to lower class black neighborhoods. Sometimes you go to see a chick and she might live somewhere where it's a lot of dudes outside. Sometimes, and to get to her, you got to go through them. You know what I mean? I'm sure a lot of y'all relate to this. And so when Nas said that line, and me driving past her house, it all made me think of that. So it made me think of this one time in particular, a similar situation. So I'm at her spot, and I remember it was the summertime, and I rode my bike over there. She lived like maybe a 10-minute bike ride from my house. I get to her house. And I'm out there chilling. It's me, her. She had like a backyard or whatever. Me, her, and I think it was maybe her sister or a friend or somebody. And, chilling, whatever. And I had my bike, like, on the kickstand, like outside the gate. And next thing I know, some dude show up and he says something to her. You know what I mean? She's a very attractive woman, you know what I mean? Very attractive, teenagers at the time, 15, 16. So some dude just shows up and he speaks to her. She speaks, hey, how you doing, whatever. And then, like, he just kind of stays there and just starts shooting the breeze with her. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay, whatever. Then another dude shows up, and them two dudes know each other, and they start talking to her, they talking to each other. Then, like, two more dudes show up. Now, mind you, my bike is on the outside of the gate where they at. So if something go down, I only got one choice. Either I'll fight or I could try to run at her house, which wasn't gonna happen. I don't even know if her parents knew I was there, out back. And so I remember before I knew it, it had to be like 7 dudes just standing outside the gate, talking to each other, talking to her. Nobody's acknowledging me. I mean, she's still talking to me. But you could feel that. You could feel that heat. You could feel that energy. You know what I'm saying? You've been in those situations. It's just your natural instincts. You could feel that energy. They look not saying anything to me, but I can see them looking at me off and on. Having their little side combos. I wonder what they talking about. And so I'm like, the whole time through this, I'm like, all right, how do I maneuver through this? You know what I mean? Like, maybe they ain't gonna do anything. Maybe they will, who knows? But so the one dude says, yo, who bike is this? I don't know if he knows my bike, but I'm guessing he probably knows mine because I'm the only person there that ain't usually there. So he grabs my bike and starts riding it. You know what I mean? So I come, now he ain't ride away, but he's in like a back driveway, a back like alleyway. I don't know if you know how, matter of fact, this ain't the house, but I don't know if you can see that alleyway. Like one of those type alleyways. And so I come down off the porch. Mind you, I got to walk through all them just to get into the alley, out the gate, whatever. So I come down the porch and I was like, yo, bring my bike here. And he says to me, oh, this your bike? Oh yeah, I ain't gonna do nothing. I was just, just seeing how, just whatever. So he like rides back towards me, but he don't give me the bike. He like rides towards me, past me, still like riding in circles. I'm like, yo, give me my bike. I'm about to leave. So then none of the other guys are saying anything, but I realized they sizing me up. They didn't surround me, but they had me, if I was going to dip out, it wasn't nowhere I could go. They had me surrounded. So I remember it was like, damn, well, this ain't even something you think about. It's just your instinct. So I was like, I could act like a bitch and just, go back up on the porch with her. I could just walk away. I could just stand there. Or I could act, like some gangster dude and talk trash to them and start getting. So I was like, I'm not doing either one of those. I was like, I'm playing smart. So I now I remember this a long time ago, so I remember exactly the words I used and all that stuff. But basically, as the dude rolled back to me, I just stood in front of him. So he couldn't like I stood in front of him maybe about 5 feet before he got to me. I got in front of him and I put my hand on the on the handlebar. I was like, yo, I gotta roll. And then his other homie said, I forget it. I don't even remember her name. Karen or whatever. Not Karen, what the fuck, I'm thinking about this. So much going on with these Karen chicks. Well, it definitely wasn't no black chick named Karen. But, whatever her name was, say Keisha or something. And I remember one of them saying to her, yo, Keisha, this your boyfriend or whatever? Something like that. And she was like, nah, that's just my friend. That's just my friend. So I'm still it's another dude talk. So I'm still holding the bike handle while they talk, everything kind of on pause. And I remember she said to him and her friend said to them, she was like, she started naming their names, such and such, whatever, Mike, Ricky, whatever. She's like, give him his bike back. He got to leave. Stop playing. Give him his bike back. And then they hit you with the, why y'all bitching? We ain't doing nothing. We just, and I'm like, yo, I gotta go. I need my bike. So now I tugs at the bike. You know what I mean? Not aggressively, but enough to let him know, like, yo, get off the bike. So eventually he gets off the bike and he pushes it towards me. Hey, take your bike. So they all looking at me still. And so I get on the bike, but I don't leave immediately. Because I know if I leave immediately, I look like a bitch to her for sure. And she probably gonna look at me different. So I'm still in the situation like, all right, how do I exit like I'm not a punk, but still get out of there before these dudes decide it might be time to roll on me or whatever. So I get on my bike You know what I mean? You on your bike, but you got like your one leg on the ground, other leg on the pedal. So I said to her, you know what I mean, whatever, I'll check you out later. I'll call you when I get home, whatever, something like that. And I think I might have said, I'll see you tomorrow. I wasn't coming back tomorrow. I see you tomorrow, whatever. So I get on the bike, and they still kind of not surrounding me, but in a way where I got to maneuver the bike around them to get out the alleyway, to get out. So the whole time I'm just like, all right, one of them going to swing on me. That's what I kept telling myself. I said, one of these dudes, as soon as I go to pedal, is going to swing on me. So I get on the bike and I start pedaling away. Not at a fast, like, oh, let me get the hell out of here. Pedaling away I'm leaving, but still at a respectable speed where I'm not looking like a bitch. You know what I mean? And then I said to them, I was like, all right, y'all holler at y'all. I said that to them. I don't even know why I said, I'll probably say holler at you. We weren't saying holler back then, but I said, all right, y'all, whatever. And like I remember I pulled off, and I could hear them talking. I could hear them saying like pussy, whatever. Like they didn't say it loud, but they said it loud enough where I would hear them, but not so that it was loud. But I think they still had to respect that, because I skipped a lot of the story, because even once all 6 or 7 of them was there, I still chilled on the porch for like another 20 minutes, 25 minutes. It wasn't like as soon as they showed up, I was like, oh shit, let me get out of here. I wasn't even gonna leave. I only got up because the dude got on my bike. So once he got on my bike, I was like, well, ain't nothing else I could do. I can't tell him to give my bike back, put the bike back on the kickstand, go back up on the porch. Like, that'd be dumb. They probably really take the bike then. And I'm not gonna bring my whole bike up into her spot and bring it up on the whatever. So that's the only reason why once they got on the bike, I was like, all right, it's time to get out of here. These dudes, obviously, they know her. One of them, they probably like her, whatever. One of them might mess with her, whatever. But, I got millions of stories like that. I'm sure, a lot of dudes got stories like that. But it's just funny, like, hearing that Nas line, 10 niggas outside the building. That's what I go through. You know what I'm saying? It's times like that, man. But that's the stuff that make you grow up and be the man you are. Because I've been in worse situations than that. It's even more intense when you're a grown up and you go through that, especially like when you're in your 20s. I say more like that time. It's your boy Yo Scruggs. Just one of my stories, things we go through growing up. Cowboys suck. Also, I'm gonna post the screenshots on here. Also, I got into a Roy Williams, the safety that used to play for the Cowboys, like I guess they're 2000s. Got into it with him over Twitter because he was a dirty player, leg breaker. He's the guy they put the horse collar rule in for. So I'm gonna actually post that on this video too, just so y'all could see the little exchange we had, and then all his little minions from Oklahoma and Cowboys fans. Let me tell you something. I'm guessing nobody in Oklahoma or Texas is gonna see this video. Y'all gotta step y'all insult game up. Like, come on, man. Like, y'all was giving me the most corniest 1990 hillbilly, supposed to be, jokes on me or whatever. I'm just watching this like, wow, these dudes is really lame in Oklahoma and Texas or whatever. But anyway, it's your boy Yo Scruggs. Leave a comment, leave a message if you ever been in a situation like this. Even if you're a woman, I'm sure women go through this. Growing up, and now, you go see some dude and some other women out there, you got to feel the temperature. It's your boy Yo Scruggs. Peace.